So this is all concerning the navbar. Now the other section will be the middle section, and this is what we are talking about. Now we are going to write the HTML code for this. Now to do so, we just we'll write here section tag. Let me copy this. I think that would be better, so I'll make my code look faster. Section tag. The next thing we are going to write there is the paragraph. I'll type we build. This will be static, just as we see in our code. Then in the span, I'll write a span. Then the span will contain, this will be where the remaining text will be. I'll call it class. I'll call this class typing text. So this is what I will use in our JavaScript to call this element. I'll use it in our JavaScript to call this element. Then the other span class, I will also call under span. This will contain our cursor. Consider our cursor. Basically, this is all for our middle section. Then we are going to write the cursor, please. There's already an HTML symbol for that. That is the and symbol and BXP. So that will contain the cursor. Now, if we run this, just go to our HTML file. This is what we are doing now. If we run this, you see the build here already. We build. The cursor seems not to be appearing. Don't worry, when we define the color of the cursor to be black, you will see is our footer. We're going to type our footer. Inside the footer, we'll put a paragraph. Then in the paragraph, we'll write program by. So since this is a project by Freeze Code, it's going to be I'm going to write program by Freeze Code. But however, before I do that, I'm going to call an anchor. Now this anchor, I'll type link here. So I'm going to type the link to my GitHub page. GitHub. Now .com, and that it will take you to DiveSpace. So that will be now right here. Freeze Code. Now basically we are done with our HTML file. When you check this, you are going to see all the elements needed in our HTML file, except the cursor that is not visible now, which we are going to make visible when in our CSS code. Now since we are done with this, we are going to go directly to our CSS code to start editing our program without delay. Now in our CSS code, I'll start by calling some root elements, which I'll make use in the rest of our code. I want to define the background color, which I will make use in the rest of our CSS code. I'll make the background color something like 6 F 3 4 2 2. So this will be is an S decimal code, so you have to put the S symbol. Now you see the color Oh, it's already there. Then I will call this cream, and that will be, I'll make that E. Sorry, E A E C E F. That will be the code EAECF. Now, lastly, sorry, not lastly. Then the other color I will define here will be the light green color, and the light green color will be this code. That will be 0 4 8 5 6 B 04. So that will be the light green code. And okay, lastly, a black color, default black color. You can call it a light black color. Let me try use the RGB. For this to show if it also works. It does anyway. Just want to show you that it does. Now that's one thing. You can see the color is here already. Now, since we have defined our roads, we are going to define some product element like the margin. I'll make the margin 0. The pedal will be 0, and therefore the bus size will be border size. Now, the reason why we are doing this is when running our CSS code, we don't want a predefined margin or a pedaling or bus size that will affect the element here. We want to define the margin for each of the elements in this code. So that's why we are doing this. Then lastly, body, we'll define the body. Now for the body, the first thing, the thing I call here, I'll call the background color. Now since I already have a predefined background color, I'll call the variable, then I'll just choose background. Now I'll call the color, Now since I already have a variable for color there, I'll call the color, I'll make it the cream color. Now I want to define a font family that will affect any of the text in our page if it is not defined. Now I will make use of this sit car display. Now in case that is not found, I will call a general one, a system UI. Then any of the one that if you run this in your system, any one that is found in your system will run. First of all, let me put comma here. I can also add this. I think I like this jokes. So anyone found in your system will run. But this is the predefined font that I want to make use in this project. Now with that defined already, the next thing I'll go to is to define a navbar. Now I'll call the navbar, remember? So what we are doing now, when I call this navbar, I'm calling this element here. Yeah. So in our navbar, I'll display this. Please, I'll make it flex.